And I can tell you that the debate over climate change is over. The scientific community is almost unanimous in telling us that climate change is real, it is caused by human activity, and it is already causing devastating problems in this country and around the world. And what they are also telling us is if we don't get our act together, a bad situation will become much, much worse in terms of droughts and floods and extreme weather disturbances. We have a moral responsibility, which I will accept as president, to lead the world in working with China and Russia and India and other countries, lead the world in transforming our energy system away from fossil fuel to energy efficiency and sustainable energy. And when we talk about where we want to go as a nation, let me beg of you to think big, not small. Once again, you are living in the wealthiest country in the history of the world. And our job is to say, given all of that wealth, given all of that intelligence, given all of that energy and technology, what can we not accomplish? Right now, in America, we are the only major country on earth that does not guarantee health care to every man, woman, and child. I intend to change that. If we want a cost-effective health care system that guarantees health care to all, we have got to move toward a Medicare for all single-payer program. Let me just say this in terms of thinking big and not small. I want you all to think of what we can accomplish as a nation. As a nation as great as ours, we should not have the highest rate of childhood poverty of any nation. We should have the best child care and educational system in the world for all of our kids. As a nation, we should not be investing in more nuclear weapons. We should be investing in working to get a cure for cancer and Alzheimer's and diabetes. As a nation, we should not be excavating on public lands for more coal or oil or gas. We should be rallying the people of the world to combat climate change. As a nation as great as ours, we should not have senior citizens trying to figure out whether they spend their limited incomes on medicine or food. We should make sure that every senior and person with disabilities in this country can live lives of security and dignity. And that is why not only are we not going to do what the Republicans want, which is to cut Social Security, we're going to expand Social Security. As a nation, we have an obligation to make sure, and I say this as the former chairman of the Veterans Committee, and as Veterans Day comes this week, we have an obligation to make sure that every man, woman, and child, every man and woman, thank God no children yet, who have put their lives on the line to defend us, get all of the health care and other benefits to which they are entitled. And as a nation, we have got to do our very best to combat institutional racism and bring major changes to a broken criminal justice system. And as a nation, we have got to make certain that every person in America, no matter their race, their religion, their disability, or their sexual orientation, realizes the full promise of equality that is our birthright as Americans. What this campaign is about, again, let me repeat this very simple point. This campaign is not just about electing a president. We do that all the time, every 4 years. What this campaign is about, brothers and sisters, is transforming America. That's what it's about. It is not only making a political revolution, it's making a cultural revolution. Making everybody, all of your friends. I know you're going to go back and people are going to say, why did you go to this rally? Some guy that no one has ever heard of, why were you here? And I want you to tell them, if anyone tells you, politics is bullshit and you should not get involved, I want you to ask them why it is that the Koch brothers and other billionaires are spending $900 million on this election. They think it's pretty important. And if they think it's pretty important, your friends should think it's pretty important. What the revolution is about is something, just incredibly radical. It's electing a government that represents you and not just the very wealthy. It's electing a government which says that we're going to make sure that every person in our country lives with dignity and security, not in poverty, not without health care. Now, there's nothing that I am saying that I get criticized because I'm always so radical, can't do. There's nothing that I am saying that is pie in the sky. In fact, there's nothing that I'm saying that doesn't exist in many other countries around the world. What the wealthy and powerful want your friends to believe is that politics is silly. They should not get involved. And Republicans do very, very well when people don't come out and vote and billionaires buy elections. We do very well when large numbers of working people and low-income people come out and vote. So what the political revolution is about is creating a vibrant democracy in which we have one of the highest voter turnouts in the world, not one of the lowest. It is creating a democracy in which people are prepared to stand and fight for their rights, for their kids, for their parents. Yes, they have the money and they have the power. But when we stand together, we win. Thank you all very much.